it out the mud, got a lot to stain.
You grinding, gunplay stick-ups, now you ride.
I'm impulsive, Lord forgive me. When I'm touring cities, Portland's with me.
Finger to the sky, but I ain't no. For years I said I was a rocker. Ruin your day because I'm usually riding. Me and crew was sliding polo crew neck with ski man suicided. I'm a problem with the pen. Hot model, she a 10. I'm a spotter like Alpha with the lens. Don't make me shoot you, bitch.
Yep.
Gonna be crazy. All right.
R.I.P. Bender, man.
Yep. SHOX the Rebel versus MADFLEX. R.I.P. Bender. Let's fucking get
Absolutely.
it.
Where was this?
This is in. People are gonna crucify me. It's in England somewhere. I don't know if it's in London or Manchester. This is in the same event that Tony D battled Soul at. So I don't know if it was in Manchester or
Tony D. It's in London.
Oh, it's in London. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Unless
All right.
It's like a suburb, but I know it's in London in that small venue. Wait, no. I'm tripping.
Okay.
Wait, it is. Yeah,
the lights are
it is.
Yeah, because I had those. I remember those.
Oh,
lights in the background.
and the lights go on.
Yeah.
I think during this battle. That's right.
The Apex event is happening in September, so.
You should feel honored, Flex.
Yes. Let's get it. Let's get this fucking
straight
intro. Go
into
straight
it.
into it. I fucking love that.
Yep.
23 seconds in. Not quite as good as the 5-second bunker intro, but you know.
Let's be honest. You should feel honored, Flex. They saw fit to give you the Brit every Yank's dying to beat. I say bring them all, please. I promise you, everyone dies in your team. You wanna know what my celebrity big brother? Here come the reality check. Keep your eye on the screen. Welcome to England. Fuck your tight flow and your tight top. You ain't like SHOX. These punches are a next wave punch back. Over a light box that picks saw through a body like an X-ray. I make pussy bleed. I make a pussy bleed, period. Don't get your neck ate. I got a muzzle, dogs, bare teeth when it bark in a vet's face. I suggest, mate, you stay off the weed. Set pace, don't lose your bars after a J, son. State them or I'm lapping your pen. This a death race. I ain't got time for the chat. That's why there's so many texts in the group. If I press, then I shoot. Think Madeline McCann. Because the whole team looking for blood, and the police will point to the father when they find Flex in the boot.
Yo, SHOX, what he does really well is he has really good enunciation and like syllable. I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's not like rapping ability, but when he riddles off syllables, it almost sounds like he's almost double timing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds really crisp, clear, and like, he does that really well. It makes me think he might be good at grime. Like dialect also.
I think he does grime stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, everybody
Scholars have
does.
said.
Why is it?
But I like that about him. It sounds cool. It's like
All right,
good
so
rapping
why
style.
we know he does grime? It's because he hit up Chase for a beat.
I told him I was gonna give him one.
Yeah. Chase like, I got you.
But he's like, send me some grime shit, and I'm like, oh fuck.
And I was in the background like, hell no! I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that bullshit.
I don't care that you from the Bay. I don't know to clip a victim. This is London. We catch an M in front of the TV, find your grill is missing, and act a West Coast Customs, spray the whip quick and leave your big body in exhibit pimping. Surviving that? Slim hope. I mean, you live in the gym, bro, but I'm fucking psycho. You wanna push up, black out like Jim Crow. Then we might fight. But I'm chilling with the vamps next door. It's Fright Night, shotgun towering over you. What's your life like? The slapper turner, bitch. It's like Ike's a fuck size. A couple pounds and I'm moving up a weight class. I'm Jordan, you're Iverson. You about to cross over because I'm facing a fake pass that goes way past the usual. Fake pass, man.
Yo, is there any like fucking like basketball moment that's been referenced more than that fucking Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan moment?
Maybe Artest.
The fight in that game,
the
where
flu
he
game?
hits the fadeaway, he had to win it.
And then Artest running in the stands, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
Yeah.
When are people gonna start? Who was in the fucking Cavs? J.R. Smith.
J.R.
Right?
Smith.
Where he like forgot that fucking they like had only 5 seconds left and he ran the wrong way.
Yeah.
When are people gonna reference that? That shit was fucking incredible when he did that. Yeah, they lost.
Maple Leaf.
And fucking LeBron played like his best game ever in that game, only for fucking
Maple
to blow it
Leaf
for
is
him.
on point. He said SHOX's hyper-specific scenarios punchlines don't do it for me. Because all the scenarios are based on this really unlikely weird thing, like the last cake in a bakery. You know,
I don't think
like,
he's done that yet.
if two
though, in this
people been
battle.
tied together underneath the water with weights attached to their ankles, with, like, what are you talking about?
Ovi, what's your life like? The slapper turner, bitch. It's like it's a fuck size. A couple pounds and I'm moving up a weight class. I'm Jordan, you're Iverson. You about to cross over because I'm facing a fake pass that goes way past the usual. Fake pass. That goes way past the usual. Punchlines confusing you, give you a new fate, which is the burn like the crucible. Cause stupid you took everything you had from pass. Knowing his pad crack in the bay, which means we both like passing away. Because I took a break to rep town business and I'm backpacking on stage. So you testing me? Ridiculousness, you can't spit with a kid. If I hear this guy Richie, he can watch me lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels who snatch his soul before I move rock and roll a victory spliff. You're dead soon as I say so. You from the Bay, or rep your league and your team for the payroll. I'll make a king fly. It's organic how it start with a K.O. Bro, you are nothing. Bro, you are nothing like Brolly. Bodies on a gun. The reason they call me a loon is I got 5 on it, so you know. The reason they call me a loon is I got 5 on it, so you know I'ma smoke this hard from the baseline. It's fine. I'll speak to my bitch through a screen if I FaceTime. See, See, I'm nice with flows now. When lines I show out, your bitch's head.
Okay, you got one. You got one, SHOX. See, I'm nice with flows now.
Hypothetically.
See, I'm nice with flows now. When lines I show out, your bitch's head is Titanic. She hit the ice and go down. Then I chuck her in a boot, cause this prick's a stand on stage. I blow his bar like his back. You know it's a rap when the shit hits the fan. Try me. It's highly likely you'll be hooked to an IV when I pull up in a van saying I came for the scrap. Or metal in the back like a pikey. You might be.
That's tight. Scrap
You might be
metal.
from the Wild West. But not everybody in the Bay spit a code. You ain't a shooter. You claim you totem while carve faces with a pole. You can't get a grip. Like tires in the snow, you're a snitch. If you trip with wires, then I blow. I'll bury you in C4. Let's see if you're fire in the hole.
That was cool.
Bill Brown from SHOX. I like that he actually did like a lot of references not specific to the UK too. Like there was only a couple there that I was like, okay, I don't really get that. But there was a lot like the Bay
And he
stuff with
spelled out.
pass in the backpack.
Yeah, he spelled out other
He didn't have that much
like
English,
even the pikey shit, like he spelled out like scrap metal in the back. You know what I mean?
He
Like,
had Lock,
would
Stock,
make
and
sense.
Rock and Roller, but those
Which
are pretty,
we know, yeah.
pretty
Universal.
popular
If this
movies.
guy
Yeah.
Richie or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's
Dope
a good
round.
round. Good round. Also, one thing he does that works, I think, to his advantage, even if a line is whatever, it works in general when lines are great, but his pacing is pretty consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's like that cadence, like, and he'll stop for correction, boom, and pick up, and it's pretty fucking, like, the cadence is like consistent and nonstop. You know what I'm
His
saying?
rhythm's one of his strong points. He's pretty
Yeah.
rhythmically like on point.
Flex is dressed like a gentleman that like is hip hop at the same time.
Yeah, you gotta fit it in
He's
a
like, just to
peacoat,
remind
bro.
you, I listen to Wu-Tang.
He's dressed like the cool teacher,
Yeah, word. Like, nah, yeah. Mr. Hart's cool though.
like the cop in the, that everyone likes in the hood. It's off duty.
Hold it down.
Yo, every girl on Christian Mingle says this guy is a pump. Y'all ain't heard Flex, but you know SHOX will wear black shirts to hide all that fluff. Now I'm thinking this evening, that sinking feeling. Well, it ain't women in the same room at that time of the month. This thing shoot, big wingsuit. Cause I stepped off the plane and I was fly from the jump. SHOX, listen. This nonfiction, I talk different every single round.
So his first bars didn't hit hard, but one thing that Flex makes apparent off top is like his ability to slow down and say some shit and have some charisma, you know? And the line had no payoff, but that kind of set that precedent already.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know
a
what
breather,
I mean? Yeah.
It's like what you always talk about, just like oscillating your energy throughout the round, not always being on fucking like 11 the whole time.
Right.
I'm brilliant.
Warming up.
Well, it ain't women in the same room at that time of the month. This thing shoot, big wingsuit. Cause I stepped off the plane and I was fly from the jump. SHOX, listen. This nonfiction, I talk different. Every single round brilliant like a diamond get cut. Now clarify, SHOX the Rebel, are you Twitter verified? Because you blew through the check that made the icon show up. I'm nice, bro. What's up? Yo, I get excited at this offer.
Crazy.
The icon show up. I'm nice, bro. What's up? Yo, I get excited at this offer. Hey, SHOX, you had to start your own league and then pull a bunch of strings just to get this crack at me. Who knew I was a pinata?
That could have been in Daily Spice. I was a pinata. Just that part of the clip.
Who knew I was a pinata?
That's hella good. Mark that down.
Who knew I was a pinata?
Strings just to get this crack at me. Who knew I was a pinata? I don't like this style. Fuck SHOX, I walk through them. Zangief spin right through Guile, and that's currency exchange. I turn my dollars into pounds, and I turned all of SHOX's dreams into my frequent flyer miles. What up, London? No, SHOX ain't gonna jog with sprinters. Yo, chill. Real? Recognize real, and you not familiar. If I opt to kill you, well, that's when I slow play to steal on him like pocket pickers. Then after the fact, woo! Boy, I turn that jaw to absolute glass without a shot of liquor. You got the picture? Me and you, two things in common. One, I flew the bird, you caught the finger. Two, notice the dad bod, and then notice the father figure.
Forgot about that. Was crazy. Yo. Notice
crazy.
the dad bod and notice the father.
All that shit was crazy.
Then after the fact, woo! Boy, I turn that jaw to absolute
Go to the
glass
start of
without
that
a
scheme
shot of
though,
liquor.
because
You
he's all
got
rhyming that same shit.
The pocket picker,
yeah.
flyer miles. What up, London? No, SHOX ain't gonna jog with sprinters. Yo, chill. Real? Recognize real, and you not familiar. If I opt to kill you, well, that's when I slow play to steal on him like pocket pickers. Then after the fact, woo! Boy, I turn that jaw to absolute glass without a shot of liquor. You got the picture? Me and you, two things in common. One, I flew the bird, you caught the finger. Two, notice the dad bod, and then notice the father figure.
That's crazy. Yeah, that last chunk, and
because
especially
he ties in the finger expressions too. Like you caught the finger to like all that. That's crazy.
super
That
tight.
was really, really, really good.
Flex is,
Yeah.
I hate Flex.
It's tomato, tomato. I got a lot of good footage, man. Blame Avocado, I'm here thriving. I'm 5,000 miles from home tonight and y'all don't appear biased, and it's probably because my shit like a disaster round. Ask me why.
Why?
Because it always appears timeless. Look,
That line not being the best barometer, but what some pigsty said in the chat, he goes, my favorite shit is how well Flex hides the punch. He doesn't follow traditional meter and will extend the last line sometimes for the sake of the internal rhyme, so it's always a huge surprise.
Yeah.
That's super on point, pigsty, for real.
with a blanket and a thumb in your mouth, you be real Linus. So I just want to hear silence, you don't appear violent. I ain't got a bra on my head, but out of nowhere I turn SHOX into a bitch like weird science. Come here, Wyatt, look. England, you're now starting to rock with me. And I just came to bring a buzz to the tower like a Top Gun scene. Picture SHOX out rhyming me instead of SHOX's body being chalked out till shock value a mockery while I was making quick scratch off the card like a lottery. SHOX's title wasn't earned. Is this an aristocracy? That's your boy! That's your boy! But you all know his title was a robbery. Shit, I could bring you down to earth because that soul wind filled you up with more hot air than Constantine. Careful when you talk to me. They've been tossing me all of these back-to-back bookings and you defined in the back of the book like a glossary. SHOX was calling me like it doesn't matter. The cost is free. So I made this big deal out of nothing, you fucking drama queen. Apologies. I was keeping my options free, but then it was apparently long flights just to hit you with the scary and posh spice. What's that? It is the bob and weave. Motherfucker, this is just fun, young trust fund. You ain't earning me yet when every verse I tore up could have the Germany's debt. But I look in your eyes and I see that you're disturbingly stressed, and his face tells me Homer Simpson has been vertically stretched. I am a raider, I'll see you later. You can meet the creator when shock.
Damn.
I am a raider, I'll see you later. You can meet the creator when shock. Show up on his face like a paternity test. You gonna learn from these vets. Not the step, and you know what else? Every album you drop only shows your age. And you're no Adele. Do I have to explain? Oh my God. Andy Dufresne, because to cover up the holes you seek paper, then go oversell. He can't travel abroad. I said he can't travel abroad. He's a criminal. I said he can't travel abroad. He's a criminal.
That's another one.
Yeah, he's a criminal.
He's a criminal.
Yeah. I'm a boombox. He's a criminal.
Yeah, who knew I was a pinata? He's a criminal.
Yeah.
I said he can't travel abroad. He's a criminal. Go to hell. The last few years, your background clean as the intro to the old Chappelle. Go ahead and hold the L. Plus, you ain't got no arms. Straight up without the stroke of 12. Folks, I don't want to lie. Shit, the bars I brought so fly. How fly they hit the cruising altitude and just wrote themselves. And yes, I flew in first class. But in your case, I do coach as well.
Damn, that's hard. Flex was crazy that round. Yep, giving it to Flex.
One zip Flex. That was nuts. I also like what SHOX does here. He's like very sportsman.
Yeah. They got
I like that too. Like you even hear SHOX be like levels, like to certain lines that he say. He is the same thing during him and Soul.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Fire. That was a fire round by both. Definitely Flex just hit a little, just hit more notes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Punch just as strong, which was I think SHOX's biggest asset in his round, but did other
Flex's
shit
writing
too.
was just
If
so
not Punch
crazy
harder,
in that round too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for real.
And he didn't really miss a beat. He fucking, you know what I'm saying?
That might be some of my favorite Flex shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, that was
father
a
figure
really
thing. So fucking. And then he had good schemes. He had humor. He had like pacing with his cadence. He had like almost everything in that round.
Yeah, and honestly, the fucking shout out to the crowd because the crowd was following all of it.
UK crowd
you know
is probably still the best crowd in battle rap, man. Like
They seem to be like the most excited.
Summer Madness
Dude,
8, they were
Manchester,
fucking fire, man.
Manchester is an amazing crowd too.
Was that where you battled Soul?
Yeah, that
That's
crowd
more
was
north than London? Right?
That crowd was amazing. Singing
I think like 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
North.
You know your first in Soul where you asked that guy in the first round, like, Soul. That was somebody's dad that you were like,
oh,
out.
I seen someone comment that on Twitter.
Yeah, that was my father.
Yeah.
So
he's like, of all things, of all people.
Yeah. He's just like, oh, okay.
I didn't plan it. I just looked down and
down
he's
at somebody.
right there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Shout out.
And it made it work even better because he's like,
yeah, I don't know her. What?
I don't know.
This will be something different. Oh, damn it. You're the most needy, ego-driven, desperate for praise battler I've met. By far, G. And I've met Crafty.
Like that. He's like,
damn.
He's like wincing.
For praise battler I've met. By far, G. And I've met Crafty. I mean, it's hardly deep. The fans are gallant, giving it up. And you still wrote a 3,000-word bitching article entitled, "When Talent Isn't Enough." You ridiculous cunt. Can't demand props.
Yes.
Successful, man.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you're
slowing
talking
down,
about,
having
man.
having some of that charisma.
Yep.
And you still wrote a 3,000-word bitching article entitled, "When Talent Isn't Enough." You ridiculous cunt. Can't demand props from fans because in battles you kill loads, then turn up to World Dom rocking a fucking Stars and Stripes silk robe. For real though.
Like,
How
Flight
Fly,
96 with the $10 holla.
Hey.
love did
yeah.
that make you
Come through, dog.
Oh, he said
through.
ready for Gnome 9. Gonna
Yep.
be there.
Lux
Boom,
Verb.
boom.
The rest of the card's fucking insane too. So get your tickets, man.
Shout out Flight 96
Phil,
in the
bro.
chat.
stripes, silk robe. For real though. How love did that make you feel, bro? I mean, you took it off before you rap, but under your hat was that Stars and Stripes bandana you had pulled real low, you fucking Yankee Doodle dildo. What makes you think you deserve praise? Because you got some wordplay. Your forced multis don't enlighten the fans. He's such an ego freak. His real name is legitimately Brian the Man. Fucking hell.
That's fucking amazing, dog.
Is that real?
It's not the Man. His last name is not the Man, but
that-
you could say it like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's
that's-
If you
fucking
think-
hilarious.
That's his social again?
What do you mean?
That's good.
Legitimately Brian the Man. Check it out. Fucking hell, Flex. If you think
Gotcha.
all your problems can be solved with mad views, or you've been sunned so much you think the world revolves around you.
That's crazy.
Brown is way better.
Yeah.
When the Toronto crowd didn't react to your bar, you said, if you don't catch it, YouTube will. Yeah, that little highlights reel. Slow it down. He made his own highlight reel. You are a walking, talking Twilight film. Your heart's full of envy. Your mind rife with impurities, which makes you like G4S. Because your whole life's insecurity. You shouldn't have a God complex when you spit bars like, I'll leave him in the trunk so long he'll propose to the spare. What fucking threat were you going for there? Your references are shit. You're just wordy and speak a lot. A car crash. Now I'm all in your house. Do the Cleveland drop. Invite you for a game of pool. Tell you the beef is off, then beat you with a Q-tip till your breathing stop. What do you have to try me for?
Hell,
Now
it's
you're
tight.
getting kicked as soon as you walk in the door like a Nike store, so watch your neck. This shotgun tap your thighs, it ain't a pocket check. Fuck your ego. I slap a hater. Use my pen to check a square without a ballot paper, so thank me later.
That was tight.
All right, so I'm just gonna do something and comment on editing. So if you're editing a battle, it's for anybody ever editing a battle, please stop cutting to the back of people's heads when they're rapping. Doesn't display any new information, especially when the person that you're cutting
Door like a
to.
Nike store, so watch your neck. This shotgun tap your thighs, it ain't a pocket check. Fuck your ego.
So there's no reason to cut to this angle.
Because MADFLEX
Yeah.
isn't in focus.
Yeah, if they're like-
where if he was, then it's like,
Yeah, it
all right,
makes
now
sense.
it's kind of a reaction
Exactly,
shot.
it's a
where-
reaction shot, but I see this a lot. People cut just to cut. They're like, oh, we got all these angles. Let's cut just to cut. You know,
Yeah.
like put it, like make it cutty. You know,
Yeah.
just keep it on the angle. We can see people's mouths moving. It looks better. It's
Yeah.
Door like a Nike store, so watch your neck. This shotgun tap your thighs, it ain't a pocket check. Fuck your ego. I slap a hater. Use my pen to check a square without a ballot paper, so thank me later.
That was dope.
In my city, you can't outbar me. One cool, 30 brothers taking shots at your crib. It ain't a house party. So watch what you say. Watch what you say. The wrong thing out of your mouth, you die. One tight line, knock you down a couple pegs. You're getting hung out to dry. I can't lie. Against Gotti, you were dope before the choke. But that's when I realized you could freestyle to save the tears. And when you shave your beard, your face is weird.
let's go.
You're a nice guy, Flex. But that massive ego makes you the deadest twat, and for that I will forever be on your neck like Skepta's tap. All this ego tripping has to stop. Because honestly, nobody gives a fuck. You're only on the card today because I bigged you up. I told the team I want to battle MADFLEX. When that dude rap, he's a smooth cat. Andy was like, SHOX versus MADFLEX. Who's that? I know you wanted legendary punches because in the ring my mic is iron, but I'll be honest with you, I took a break because, well, I found comedy gold in the life of Brian. Look, Flex, I ain't saying being passionate about your craft means your flows are less real. If you keep taking yourself this seriously, my brother, no one else will.
Like that end of that round hella remind me of Soul, like something Soul would say, you know? It's the opposite thing Soul always does, but also just the tone, like tonally, it reminded me how he'll end rounds, like. What he, against SHOX, what he ended around with something like, it was something important. and you don't even deserve that. Or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that digression.
Yeah, winding
tone.
it down.
Yeah.
Wrapping it up.
But that is no shade at SHOX. Like, that was a great way to end it. It just struck that chord, reminded me of that. Yeah. That was a great round.
That's a really
that was I liked that better than his first
more
round.
successful, for sure.
Yeah.
Yo, that whole round was bullshit. And I need you to calm the fuck down.
Already.
Man, I've been shot at. Fuck, I look like getting worked up over SHOX's one round. You feel real confident, huh? No, he ain't gonna box with a god. SHOX is a fraud. This will hurt, but it will do you some good like shiatsu massage.
Sick.
You just manipulate the joint, like also like shiatsu massage. But me, I got a handle on the trap. It's also shiatsu massage.
That's hilarious.
But when you get caught with these claws, no, that's not shiatsu massage. I wash my hands of that. Allen's demise, capital I, and this guy won't capitalize. He like a communist law. Look, I don't know. Maybe they're lucky if I talk like you. Oh, fucking hell, I already feel my thoughts improve. It's like, there's all the new words in this lost and two SHOX. I can beat you block and blue as the box he using Doctor Who. Oh, shit. Hold on, wait. No, I'm sorry, SHOX. I don't need 3. I beat SHOX in 2. I got flavor. Off the wallpaper, like a Wonka room. I'm homeless.
If you're an American and you're editing material,
Take out
the British accent.
Always.
I've
Never
learned from
works.
experience.
Never
You know
works.
what I'm saying? Like, I've done it and watch it back and it's aged. Even if sometimes you can get a quick, a little reaction in, it just never looks good on repeat. The one person that I won't say not to do it is Disaster, because he's amazing at impressions.
Yeah.
And he's gonna say some funny shit and he's Disaster.
Yeah.
Otherwise, cut the British impression. That wasn't bad, but it's still just never reads well on cam, at least. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But the follow-up was
the
good.
The people in the building don't want to fucking hear that.
Yeah.
Ever,
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Yeah, it'd be like one of them doing a British or an American act. That might be funny because we never see that, like overly doing it. But still, like, that's gonna get hella old, especially when a lot of people are doing it or have done it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But great follow-up. Like, it wasn't a big deal, and he didn't deliver like this.
Yeah,
Is
he
good
only
point,
did it
though.
for a
Good
small
point.
part, too. He didn't.
You block and blue as the box he using Doctor Who. Oh, shit. Hold on. Wait.
Still cadencing.
No, I'm sorry, SHOX. I don't need 3. I beat SHOX in 2. I got flavor. Off the wallpaper, like a Wonka room. I'm homeless. You can wind up at the river if you suitable, then show your cards. I rip a Bonaparte so Great Britain don't think he would turn from the elbow like Bonaparte. Show some heart. Can I go back to Willy Wonka? Yo, fuck with a slug word till you return a jawbreaker, then I'm thinking I still own the part. Let's go one more. I'll turn your body black and blue from what you have to chew on sight to when you catch that violet bow. Regards. Violet bow, is that a reach?
That's cold.
Is that a reach? Did I go too far? Like a T-Rex trying to fold his arms. Fuck it.
The self-awareness,
no harm.
man.
If this bout and this crack is trying to fold.
So good.
Did I violet bow, is that have to chew on sight to when you catch that violet bow. Regards. Violet bow, is that a reach?
That's cold.
Is that a reach?
A-Ward's like, nah. He was freaking out at that.
Body black and blue from what you have to chew on sight to when you catch that violet bow. Regards. Violet bow, is that a reach?
That's cold.
Is that a reach? Did I go too far? Well, it was just a little reach like a T-Rex trying to fold his arms. Fuck it. No foul, no harm. If this bout and this crowd was really chalked out would snort the card. Matter of fact, you look like you turn your nose up at more white shit than Lord Jamar. Know your part, you cheeky bastard.
Damn.
Over under, he's a factor, but over this plate, you delivered a quick pitch like Steven Strasberg, hoping we'd be friends in the end like Phoebe and Chandler, but it hasn't been your day. You're weak, you're monthly. He's an actor. It's his motherfucking league, and it seems Battle of Me is one of the recent staff perks, but here's your hosting spot, SHOX. Somewhere near Tony Hamley. And I say Hamlet because he fake mad, but he break bad, just seeking answers. You comparing SHOX to me, the question is to be or not to be. I kill whatever Claudia is through his layered tees with a leaking dagger. SHOX, you know I rock the boat. Aaliyah's last verse, and you the type that couldn't hack it if you sneak a password. I finna beat your ass, and I leave SHOX so awkward alone on a red carpet like a D-list actor. You can't fuck with me. The way I go hard, and I got these crowbars, and they making a murder. You ain't even seen a blackbird. This ain't my city. But I'm commonly in the mausoleum of Leland Stanford. I asked him, what you think of SHOX? I think he's odd. He didn't even answer. I put these hands on him and turn his lights off. Fuck it, who needs a clapper? You trying me now and it's tying me down because your head so high in the clouds that this could be the rapture. If I ain't up 2-0, when you compare us kids, it's Arabic, because flip the script and there's a chance an Englishman could see it backwards.
He's still going off that shit, too.
That's been such a long rhyme
Since that
scheme.
Phoebe and Chandler shit. Like, he might have even started had
Steven Strasberg, fucking...
That's what he rhymed with?
It's a bunch of shit, yeah.
Nasty.
Yo, the Shakespearean shit tied in with some Liam and Dagger.
Yeah.
Leading, rock the boat like Aaliyah's last verse.
Yeah.
Some Claudius. He rhymed like to be or used like the to be or not to be, and then something about Claudius, some with a leaking dagger, some rock the boat like Aaliyah's last verse.
Shit's
fucking
hard.
Phoebe and Chandler, Steven Strasberg.
Need a clapper.
Oh my god, bro, this
You
shit's
sneak
crazy.
a password, I finna beat your ass. I rock the boat. Aaliyah's last verse, and you the type that couldn't hack it if you sneak a password. I finna beat your ass, and I leave SHOX so awkward alone on a red carpet like a D-list actor. You can't fuck with me. The way I go hard, and I got these crowbars, and they making a murder. You ain't even seen a blackbird. This ain't my city. But I'm commonly in the mausoleum of Leland Stanford. I asked him, what you think of SHOX? I think he's odd. He didn't even answer. I put these hands on him and turn his lights off. Fuck it, who needs a clapper? You trying me now and it's tying me down because your head so high in the clouds that this could be the rapture. If I ain't up 2-0, when you compare us kids, it's Arabic, because flip the script and there's a chance an Englishman could see it backwards.
What the fuck?
Speaking of Arabic, you would convert to Islam if I told you can meet disaster. And if I need words to describe you, I could get 2 out of 3 from Raptor.
Dude,
I'm seeking out greener pastures. It took balls, it took SHOX, and a non-relevant body to make a professional move like a FIFA capture at Eden Hazard. Who's the man? Start rambling, it's Anne Boleyn off with his head, then I reattach yours. It's an accoutrement. But I got better things to do than to sell appearance. Matter of fact, I just came to tell Kruger how fresh his beard is. But regardless, I got a 2-piece for all occasions, motherfucker, man. I promise I'll be fine my whole life like Helen Mirren. And I'm not one of these Americans that calls football soccer, but I will run in your house, I'll walk up to your mom, and I'll football in her fucking mouth. Done for now.
That's so good. That's so good. Fuck.
that was crazy. Flex is so fucking dense, but it's like he's also so like he's so like he sounds really natural with it. You feel me?
Yeah,
like
it's
just like water, bro.
It's a density to where you don't have to get it necessarily to know he's killing it. And that sounds weird to say, but it's like it isn't dependent on reaction for you to appreciate it.
Right.
You know, like even you know, like you're like me when I watch a lot of Flex shit, I don't catch everything. You know, I don't catch a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But I'm like this full. But the off kilter timing and where the punch lands, and then how he'll say the punch but keep going. And he like that comparison Sty said earlier, where it's like he makes you chase him, you know what I mean? Or maybe Maple said that.
Yeah.
Someone said that in the challenge, like that's real. It's like he makes you chase him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's something to be said for that. It's super unique. You know, there's people who go over heads. There, you know, there's people who are dense, and it's almost kind of like a task to watch. But like him, you want to chase him. Like, well, what do you got? Like, what's coming? You know what I mean? And his whole style is really unique. Like, I don't know anyone like it. I don't know anyone like who has Flex's style. You know, MADFLEX, man.
He's definitely on his own with that.
That being said, that round was closer than the first.
Yeah.
SHOX had a great
SHOX
round.
had a really good round. But man, MADFLEX MADFLEX up 2, I think, so far. But
Yeah,
SHOX
I don't
had a
want to.
great
I don't
round,
want to. as much as I was like, I'm gonna just roast, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, that was a really good SHOX round, but Flex is just too much to handle, I think, right now in this performance, you know? He's doing a lot. He carried that scheme for so long, and none of it was forced, and just his polished performance. Like, Flex, this is one of the most comfortable performances I've seen.
Yeah.
Flex. And he always looks comfortable. It's one of his biggest strengths, but he's just really getting off in this battle, you know?
I had 13 multi-syllables and none of them were forced.
Yeah.
The real ones know that. That. No, the real ones know.
Grizzle, too.
Leave my mama alone. Yo. You know, watching you force multis is offensive. Even the old me was an OG, Nobi, your Obi-Wan Kenobi. Rely on the Force to prevent your Death Star blown. You don't know me. Outside of rap, I've got a couple of haters, but it turns out you can't floss whips on the strip. It causes trouble with neighbours, so I downgraded the A4 to an A3 and doubled my paper. My work premiere. I make a suit black like Darth Vader. Pep talks in the mirror. Make that legal calm paper. They don't want to see a Joker manage a nightclub, but you'll get that bar later. Gang affiliated. So you know we fucked from the beating.
Suicide Squad. Remember? He has that bar.
Let's go later.
No, but they're just
just
saying
saying
because in fucking
Joker, he was introduced in Dark.
in Suicide Squad, fucking he has it's like, remember that scene with Common where he goes to visit him in the bar that he owns and shit.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm pretty sure that's what he means.
My work premiere. I make a suit black like Darth Vader. Pep talks in the mirror. Make that legal calm paper. They don't want to see a Joker manage a nightclub, but you'll get that bar later.
It's a terrible scene.
So you know we fucking the beating. Believe me, I want to be a model citizen, but I can't help throwing up when I'm eating. So beating me ain't an option. After gym, every opponent can walk the plank. I had a problem with getting drugs, so I had to talk to Frank. It was either that or a crowbar and violent hardcore stage, and they can fucking talk about you biting a bar on stage or turn a page. Truth that I got some killers on the roster. We stay revving the throttle. I've been arming acts on the label like a Hennessy bottle, and you know I don't play with it.
I think I fucked that up completely. I think it's a soccer reference.
What?
The Joker bar.
Really?
Yeah, because look, Joker Star manages the Knights in Premier League.
No, it's not soccer. Joker Star is a battle rapper.
Oh, Premier League is okay.
Shotty's League.
Yes, it's UK shit out. I'm just not. You know what I mean?
But I mean, he had a bar though.
I'm not as up on the referentials.
Maybe it's an entendre. You know what I'm saying? You feel?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was like Sean Conclusive.
Yo, the Hennessy bottle line is fucking fire, though. That SHOX does.
What do you say?
It was either that or a crowbar and violent hardcore stage, and they can fucking talk about you biting a bar on stage or turn a page. Truth that I got some killers on the roster. We stay revving the throttle. I've been arming acts on the label like a Hennessy bottle, and you know I don't play with it. You know I don't play with it. I'm dangerous with this shit. Wu-Tang fan. Before I pulled out, I was loaning chambers of the whip. I spit what I want. I don't care if you like gun bars or not. I don't rap for sad cats. Mask on, grab the wheel, pull up clutch in the whip and give Mad Max. I'm creative with it.
Oh, okay. So look, he managed the Knights, so he said nightclub.
Oh, that
Club, that's what their teams are in premieres, clubs. He's like, Joker managed a nightclub, but you'll get that bar later.
Yeah,
it wasn't announced or whatever.
Yeah, we get it, man.
That's tight.
I didn't get it.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
For sad cats. Mask on, grab the wheel, pull up clutch in the whip.
But I got it
Mad
later.
Max. I'm creative with it.
Damn! What the fuck? That makes it way crazier.
Damn. SHOX.
Okay.
SHOX. Nostradamus.
Self-aware.
Mask on, grab the wheel, pull up clutch in the whip and give Mad Max. I'm creative with it.
Yeah.
You should learn from the effort. I'm saying, if he acting hard, he can feel the burn from the desert. You don't want to see me. You don't want to see me black with a hammer. CGI cover your body with rounds when I send mocaps with a camera, so you can diss me. So you can diss me for it, and I'll just do it some more. With this monster's ink on the mic, I could sully your boo from the door.
The chat.
Yeah, just say it.
There's someone named Dwayne Johnson in the chat. They just tweeted, me and SHOX got a lot of the same problems. That fool said, it was in that video to me, right?
Yeah, the
The
freestyle.
dedication video to me where he's like,
Throwaways.
me and Dwayne Johnson got a lot of the same problems. That's amazing.
Talking about like shooting out of the skyscraper or something like that. I forgot what he said.
Yeah,
Yikes.
dealing with The Rock and something about a skyscraper and some other ramshackled together. That's
Well, this monster's
amazing.
ink, you can diss me.
Y'all are too.
So you can diss me for it, and I'll just do it some more. With this monster's ink on the mic, I could sully your boo from the door.
Talk that animated shit.
I got kids, man. I know it sounds raw, but you ain't believable when you do it. Like you get one and it sings. Watching Hulk Hogan the last time I seen flex guns in the ring, I'ma bring fear. I'ma bring fear that had him paralyzed when he heard that I keep still. He wanna. Leave him paralyzed when he heard that I keep still. You wanna get it shaking, I'll let it park in son's grill for real. Chop his hands off, then mock him for it like, how'd you feel? We're real good fellas. Silently moving packs for the funds. You mentioned my sharing box in a bar, we're throwing bats in the trunk. Cold boys. Where I'm from,
That
we
was
have
tight.
no choice.
That was some good
Only angel
fellas.
we know in the hood is a
Billy
rose.
Bats. You feel me in the shop? You know what I mean? It was cool.
Throwing
It's reference
bats in the trunk.
Yeah, they put him in the trunk of the car.
I get it, Billy Bats.
Yeah, but he's like-
you're throwing bats in the trunk to like roll up.
Oh
with
yeah, you
bats.
could just probably just keep him in the car as opposed to the trunk.
Or throw a gun.
They don't got guns over there, man. They don't got guns.
Oh,
I feel you.
pussies.
I understood that reference.
They fight with their hands, bruv.
Nuh-uh, bats.
Bats, hands.
They got baseball over there. What they got bats
No,
for?
this is play- cricket, yeah.
That's a mallet.
Yeah.
You throw
Cricket,
mallets in the
rider
trunk.
horses. Yeah, they mallets.
Fuck.
Good. Hit one of those would suck.
Billy mallets. It's just a different version of good fellas over there.
You mentioned my sharing box in a bar, we're throwing bats in the fellas. Silently moving packs for the funds. You mentioned my sharing box in a bar, we're throwing bats in the trunk. Cold boys. Where I'm from, we have no choice. Only angel we know in the hood is a Rolls Royce. And the only way out.
That was cool.
The only way out, become a lawyer, a singer maybe. I mean, not to sound like a wet blanket, but I've been through the ringer lately. So inspiration was hard to find in this heart of mine. I decided it's time to define. Fuck. Inspiration was hard to find in this heart of mine, so I decided to define my own inspiration. From this point on, it's no longer ducking season. Someone tell that fat cunt censor come get this fucking beating. As for you, Brian,
Before sensing. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is a minute. Someone said he meant the animal. Throwing bats.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's that much of a demon.
tell that fat cunt censor come get this fucking beating. As for you, Brian, I ain't seen you make a rapper who's cold die yet. Between that inflated ego and those shit references, your problems are twofold. Bye, Flex.
That was cool. He had some good shit.
Yep.
That was his shakiest round, though.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got shaky near the end.
He was shaky. He had a couple little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was a good round.
Still not.
He did good. He did good. I said, ever since Charlie bit his brother's finger,
You never seen that video?
Kids.
It's one of like the highest.
You bit my
viewed
finger,
videos.
Charlie. Yeah, it's like two English
babies.
kids.
And like, yeah, what happens? Like, one of them bites the other.
Yeah, this kid.
Like
one
a
of the
little
babies.
baby?
One of the
Charlie bit my
babies sticks
finger.
his finger in his brother's mouth, and his brother bites it because he's teething, and he goes, "Ah, Charlie bit my finger."
Yeah.
Okay.
time ago, that's when I knew this man would probably spit a dog than me. But I stepped off this plane to nothing but love out here. Look, I had no clue that Colonel Mustard had a problem with me. He said, some of you stone faces, you're assholes. Look. He said it's Soul and Tony D. I said, yo, set up the match. He said, they battle each other. You're battling me. And I said, fucking hell, I guess I'll settle for that. But first, let's pedal it back, because when I hit my opener on Lou, I'm throwing you in the fucking crowd. Shocks, you knew you found a killer. Because when you hit that opener on Lou, I'm throwing you in the fucking crowd. The very next battle, I thought, what the? That sounds familiar. But still, when Gemini quoted the stolen bars that this guy's written, I wasn't so sure that I should vibe with him. I figured it don't matter. I'll stay in the dark as long as I'm seeing green like night vision, and he'll speak to the boss when he makes a return like white women. Now you the champ. Why you backing up Soul? Is he Mike Bivens? Should I hit him, provide shipping, because chances of surviving this iceberg? Slim, I pimpin', I'm nice with it. Put some spine in it. Hey, London, did you see him standing there while Gemini shit on the time limits? I laughed my ass off. Sharks is like, my bars ain't shit, man. Rap 9 minutes, I'm fine.
That's hilarious.
12 minutes, but 12 minutes don't rhyme with this. No matter how well Gemini did, I feel like I'm winning because he watched every battle you've ever done, and I did it. All right.
Fire. That was such a good build-up.
9 minutes. Let it breathe. Actually, it's 12 minutes, but that didn't rhyme with it.
Yes, so good.
So good.
Hey, I'll kill this man and blame it on the time difference. My plane arrived in Oakland at the same moment that I hit at 5 o'clock. No, I was home at 5. That's not a crime, is it? Hey, you dry snitching, but I've witnessed what you brought today. Now, you've been quick to no-show. I make a move on delay. You make moves on delay. And then every single one of your used concepts played. Most def, go check. Maybe you, Yasin Bey. The man in the mirror, that's the one who Shocks can blame because you familiar with defeat. You could shoe shop for days. Bad bars. But I'll follow up and shoot off some flames. With all your steps back, I figured you would moonwalk the stage. Are you listening? Because me, I just find it sickening that your shit starts with a bite like the bubonic plague. That's a 30. And the footage on the internet don't lie.
That back.
But I'll follow up and shoot off some flames. With all your steps back, I figured you would moonwalk the stage. Are you listening? Because me, I just find it sickening that your shit starts with a bite like the bubonic plague. That's a 30. And the footage on the internet don't lie. They said he had no heart. But the offer he made me turned him into an EKG. I had to put clear pressure on shots to start skipping in the line. Rap game! Stevie Wonder, no, it isn't because I'm blind. It's more literal this time because you can feel it all over when I punch a ribbon in this guy. There's no sweat. I'm in 5th gear. It's weird when I walk into a room and got no dread like O-Red. And I got double name flips. Shocks is getting revolted till a rebel wish he never revolted. I'm a purist. You a tourist. I don't give a fuck you.
What?
Crazy.
Double name flips?
Shit's crazy.
That's a thing?
Walk into a room and got no dread like O-Red. And I got double name flips. Shocks is getting revolted till a rebel wish he never revolted. I'm a purist. You a tourist. I don't give a fuck your little circle ain't got the footing for squaring up like Stonehenge. Let's go then. We'll entertain. Y'all won't forget the name. I'll walk in with a coffin and Shocks is dead remained and he'll get mangled into concrete like I'm sorry people, the venue changed. Look at you. I said, look at you. Look at you. I'm not sure what I'm seeing as a rebel. I'm not sure what I'm seeing as a rebel. And I love England, and that's why I've been keeping it respectful, but you stuck here. And my passport's a degree of differential. Think American Revolution. I think he's a bit resentful that he can't collect my stamps, and that's the reason we don't mesh well, Red Coat. I'm from the fresh coast. I flew beyond this city. You, QPR versus City, got to Leeds, and then he settled. Yeah. So in closing, you're my brother. But it's still me that is the rebel, because a Yank is just a Brit who leaves and reaches his potential. Flamethrower, straight poser, body count full of slave soldiers, high risk, low reward, no remorse, game over.
Fucking fire. Flex was crazy in this battle. Yeah, too much. Too much.
Yo.
Shout out to MADFLEX. That was crazy.
I know. I might be biased because I'm about to battle this man, but he did great. He did good, at least. But that was a 30. Mm-hmm. Every round. The first round, the second round was the closest one.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was really,
yeah, Flex
really
was too much.
weighted in Flex's side. Same with the first.
Yeah, great.
And
great
SHOX had no stumbles in the first. He went in there. He set the pace. It almost felt Russian after the you heard Flex's round. You know what I mean? When we stopped it, I was like, oh, he had good pacing. It was consistent.
Yeah.
But then when I heard Flex's, it was like retroactively, like it made SHOX's seem a little rushed. Almost, you know?
Frack also brought up a really good point. Is that Flex, this ender that's like cold as fuck? He said that he's like saying this in the UK.
Yeah.
Like the Yank is just Brit that leaves and reaches.
But
his
it's still me that
potential
is the
or whatever
rebel because
fuck.
a Yank is just a Brit who leaves and reaches his potential.
And they're like,
so tight.
crazy.
So hard. Yeah, fucking great fucking crowd control from Flex for it being an international battle too. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of drove the pace of that whole battle. You know what I'm saying?
More comfortable than SHOX did.
Like it looked like SHOX
Flex is probably the most underrated and slept on cat there is in battle rap.
Yeah.
To me. Like he's a champion now, but he doesn't get them name drops. He doesn't get them mentions. He doesn't. But like his writing, his material is undeniable.
Yeah,
and it's like next level in comparison to a lot of people who get rated high. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think that is the case?
I don't know. I just think it's one of them things where it's a combination of factors where he just hasn't got that right battle or that right timing or that right stage and that right thing. You know, just the combination of timing and for something to take off and people to notice.
He definitely should be getting even like I say, he is a champ now and like he's
champ of BOTC.
He's been constantly putting in work, but he deserves big names too. You feel me? Like he you know what I'm saying? Like you're right though. He doesn't get enough credit especially for how consistent he is. Like he doesn't really have a dip in his shit. You feel me? Like he's pretty fucking consistent. Like he don't fuck up a lot. He's like
the only thing that comes to mind is the third round against Chilla or whatever that battle.
Yeah,
you know, but that's the only thing.
Yeah,
like he's solid, bro.
Yeah,
and his writing's incredible.
So yeah, shout out to this battle. It was dope.
But this crowd received him really well too.
Yeah,
I mean he controlled it, but also they were super attentive and there for it. Yeah, you know what I mean. It wasn't really biased at all.
He didn't have to work for it. They were fucking with it. You know? Yeah. This was really dope, and this was pretty recent, a little under a year.
Last year, man.
A little under a year.
Let's go.
Good
all
shit,
right, dudes.
All
right, thank you guys for watching. You guys want to say anything? Any last words?
Yeah, man. Fucking Ride or Die, new album, February 2019. Probably late February, maybe mid, but probably late. But just pay attention to that. I've been fucking working on it the last month, and I'm trying to do this thing where I drop 6 albums this year, every 2 months, album. So this is I'm not trying to. I am gonna do it, but this is the first.
There's no try.
There's
only do.
Yeah, this is the first of that series. So obviously, with it being a collab with Ruin Your Day, you guys are gonna, you know what I'm saying, just pay attention. We're gonna be dropping songs and videos soon. At Chase More Music on all socials. Tap in with your boy.
Yeah. Shit, man. March 3rd, World Dom, me versus SHOX. Other than that, Racing the Bar 12 is out now. Me with X from Vegas, Team Backpack. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Check that cat out if you haven't.
Yeah, X is watch X. It's
the Watcher 3.
The Watcher 3 freestyle. Just X. Watcher 3 freestyle. Crazy. After Raising the Bar 12. Yep. But other than that, just a lot of new music coming, more podcasts. Meanwhile on Earth, I've been out of town for a month, but I'm back now. So a lot of that shit coming, and subscribe to patreon.com/ILLMACTV because I'm dropping exclusive music. My first music of this year, besides the Ruin Your Day compilation, will be exclusive to Patreon and my Patreon squad. So I appreciate y'all supporting and tuning in.
Yep, you already know.
Riders!
Hell yeah,
Ride
dudes.
or die, baby.
Might be doing a watch tomorrow with Geechee and B-Dot. So tune into that. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Thursday for the news. And the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. So peace!